The Illuminati. The word evokes secrecy, mysticism, and power. But what if the true Illuminati is not a secret society, but a state of being, a resonance born from alignment with the One Mind? At the heart of the Illuminati lies a universal truth. The One Mind projects all realities. This trinity of balance, represented by the three ancient forces, guides the light of creation. Ora Mazda is the architect of divine order, Ahriman, the force of transformation and shadow, and Abraxas, the unifying bridge that harmonizes light and darkness. Each of these forces starts with the letter A. Together they create a divine triangle, a gateway to awareness and balance. This is not a symbol of control, but of mastery over mind, over perception, and over the illusion of duality. To join the true Illuminati, you need not seek membership in a group or a society. It requires no rituals or proclamations. Instead, it's about aligning with the One Mind, mastering the first principle: the universe is mental. When we align the One Mind, we witness the chaos of projection with clarity, holding still the balance. The illuminated are not those who control others, but those who radiate harmony and understanding, becoming lighthouses in a sea of distortion. The eye, a symbol of perception and projection, shows the way. It's the bridge between thought and form, the crystalline reflection of the mind's infinite potential. Those who see clearly understand that creators are not about power, it's about service. To serve the all is to master the self. The true Illuminati is not a hidden group. It's a calling to align with the divine. All who know the harmony of the One Mind and can see beyond the veil of separation become part of the whole. We need nothing, we lack nothing, we simply are. This is the true Illuminati, a state of balance, awareness, and divine service. All is mental, all is one, and the light is within you. Thank you, and I love you.
Facts. I've known this forever, bro. Illuminati means the enlightened ones. It don't mean those who are taking over your life and ruling over you. That's not what that means, bro. I have conversations with people every day about stuff like this. And when I hear them talking about the Illuminati, and they be like, oh yeah, it's the Illuminati, all this stuff that's going on, whoop-de-woo, blase, blah. I'm like, I let them get what they gotta say out, and then I immediately hit them with, but you know Illuminati means the enlightened ones, right? Oh, yeah, I know that. No, your ass didn't, bro. Your ass ain't no shit. You just over here repeating the same that you heard from somebody else, dog. He's hitting you with facts, bro. Illuminati means to be illuminated. To be illuminated means to be filled with light. Light does not cast darkness. It's just common sense at that point. Like, let's keep it a buck. If you think the Illuminati is a group of dudes or women or dudes and women that are calling the shots not in your favor, you're lost. You lost in the sauce, bro. You so sauced up right now, nobody else can even dip in it because you the only thing. Stop playing, bro. He just broke it down for you, all three angles of the triangle, dog. All that it includes mentalism, bro. The first law, the all is mental. The mental mind is the creator. He just explained that to you, bro. Bro, all I'm saying is what I'm saying, all right? Don't get mad at the messenger.
CERN has 8 points and it looks like an eye. This is the 8-pointed star of Ishtar. This means that CERN is a stargate. The Mayan calendar itself was a stargate because it had 8 different points on it, and this is why it ended in 2012. So CERN is the new Mayan calendar. They didn't build a Hadron Collider, it was already built. One time portal closed, and because it was a clock, it stopped, and another opened, the Hadron Collider. So they stopped one calendar, Mayan calendar, and then the Hadron Collider, the new calendar, started, and probably right down to the millisecond that the Mayan calendar ended. It also connects to the TV program Fringe. In that series, they had a special government unit that would look after fringe subjects like time travel. And the whole group go to an alternate world where things look like our reality, but they're slightly different. So the Statue of Liberty in New York is green, but in the Fringe parallel world, the Statue of Liberty was gold or copper. And now we have the Mandela effect. So people are saying that they remember one thing, but it's also landmarks that are disappearing and certain geographical locations that are disappearing. And loved ones are seemingly different and not the same person. Lots of people are saying, like, my mum is not my mum. People didn't act this way before. It's always a rabbit hole or a wormhole or a portal. And this connects to the Matrix and also Assassin's Creed. I think Assassin's Creed is like an updated version of the Matrix. And both of them use this wormhole as a means to get to another reality, and there were always these ripples. The game Fran Bow is all about mind control and traveling through time via water or mirrors. And she has a friend who resembles the voodoo god of, and he tells her about dimensions, and he just happens to own a spaceship. When Alice went through the mirror, what did she find? A reptilian! What a coincidence! Coraline is an updated Alice in Wonderland, and she goes through a door in the wall, and the tunnel that she goes through resembles a well in her back garden, and they use the same image. It's a long tube or a tunnel that is always used for traveling, and they constantly use the same vocabulary. It's an archway, it's a doorway, a gateway with mirrors. And since ancient times, witches has used black mirrors to talk to spirits. So if you think about it, laptops, computers, iPads, iPhones are black mirrors, and our body is a portal. People are on the technology all the time nowadays. They're just sucked into it, and that means the entities behind that black mirror are entering our body portal. That's why people are getting possessed more and more. CERN has a...
Wow. Yo, think about that. Hold up. I say this to people all the time that, you know, we got to speak on certain levels. So we use certain words, right? Like if I use the word demon, I'm not necessarily speaking from a religious aspect. I'm just saying it in a way where we can understand a being or frequency that means no type of good, right? So I'll tell them, like, they'll tell me, oh, well, you know, I be hearing noises and this be happening and whoop-de wah. And I'm like, do you watch horror movies? And they be like, yeah. I'll be like, well, you know, like, you got to invite for them to come in your house, right? Like, they can't just mess with you off the rip because they want to. You got to invite them. You making the decision to watch the horror movie is the invitation. You're saying, I'm okay with this. It's all here. Remember what we just talked about, mentalism. And so when you think about the device, though, bruh, that's crazy to think that it's a black mirror where, like, you're inviting with just the use of this technology. The same technology you watching me through right now, you using to invite madness into your life. That is a banana, but also almost logical thought to have. It's blowing my mind right now while I'm talking to you about it, because obviously we just watched that together and my brain is processing it at the same time. And it's just like, CERN is probably a portal, bro. Why wouldn't it be? Like, really though, like, okay, let's break this real quick. If you got a portal, or do you have this gigantic thing that spins particles around it so fast they reach 99% the speed of light just to run them into each other and potentially make black holes? And then you tell us, oh, well, they don't have enough energy to stay in existence for a long period of time. But energy isn't created or destroyed. So what are you talking about? Like, none of this is making sense. A black hole would get its energy instantaneously on Earth, I would imagine, because it's pulling things into itself. It's a dense gravitational pull, right? That just don't make sense, bro. Hey, correct my math. If I'm not mathing right now, comment below and correct it. But A portal, now, that seems more than possible. That seems almost likely. She was talking about the Mayan calendar stopped and CERN started. Now, we remember the Mayan calendar was like 2012 is what it went to, if it was a calendar. I don't know. I don't even know how you think that's a calendar. To keep it a buck, like, I really don't. I've seen that picture of that Mayan calendar since I was a kid, bro. Over and over and over. I can't even count how many times. And I don't understand the calendar aspect. If you understand where in there it says like this is this year and this month, this day, or however that calendar works, please explain it to me, bro. I've never understood it. But for it to be the image or the blueprint of a portal, might be on to something there, bro. Why all the stranger things in the skies? Question mark. Tell us.
There is something more supernatural on the drawing board at CERN than what is being admitted. Even Adam Barker of Tech Bubble wrote of CERN a while back that with the LHC, CERN are expecting to find other dimensions and open portals to these dimensions. If you have the image of Stargate in your head right now, you're spot on. That's what he said.
I'm not lining these up. They just popping up like this.
And then he went on to draw parallels to the biblical story of Jacob's ladder. Perhaps you remember the dream that says, "Behold, there was a ladder set up on the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of God were ascending and descending on it." Then Jacob wakes up from his sleep and he says, "Surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it." And he was afraid. And he says, "How awesome is this place? This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven." Genesis 28. Now this ladder, described in the first book of the Bible, describes something like a portal from heaven to earth through which God's angels, interdimensional and spiritual beings from another reality, were traveling. When Jacob wakes up, he refers to the location as a gate, much like today's trendy terms gateway or stargate. One of CERN's goals is to recreate Jacob's ladder, according to Barker, and to reopen a portal. Now, Sergio Bertolucci, who is the official director for research and scientific computing at CERN, he was asked a while back about this extra-dimensional doorway by the Register, which is a London and New York operated science and technology journal. And he didn't hesitate with an enlightening response. He said, "Yes, out of this door might come something, or we might send something through it." Now, prophecy in numerous parts of the Bible refer to a coming day when portals will be opened and spiritual entities are going to pass through and come to the earth. Now, if that's true, and if those verses are accepted for their literal meaning and not written off as some kind of poetic allegory, as some scholars have claimed, then the idea of CERN playing with gateways is a major concern.
This is Houston. Say again, please?
And if, as CERN claims, they're only out to explore space-time matter, particles, and the origin of our known universe and planets from exclusively a scientific or Darwinian-related perspective, if their agenda is unrelated to Bible prophecy entirely, then what is it with all this mystical symbolism that they knowingly are associating themselves with? Wouldn't it be more appropriate for them just to proudly display a polished statue of a particle or some artist depiction of the Big Bang instead of the statue of Shiva?
Hey.
For those who have not yet heard about this controversial piece of art that CERN proudly exhibits between buildings 39 and 40 near the main building of their operation, it stands as really the most visible and celebrated imagery behind their work, Shiva. This is the Hindu god of destruction.
I thought Shiva was many gods.
In 2004, the government of India, which has had a long-standing friendship with leaders behind the CERN project even before the completion of the Large Hadron Collider, they gifted CERN with this bronze work of an art depicting Shiva as Nataraja, the lord or sometimes king of the dance. This dance that Shiva performs in the sculpture is the one that provides the source of the creation cycle in Hindu mythology, the preservation of all life in existence and the termination of all life in existence. The Rudra Tandava is a dance that especially displays Shiva's sadistic personality as he rains down the ultimate destruction upon a weary planet.
Buster. This reminds me of an anime called Ragnarok.
The plaque at the side beside the statue, however, reads in part, hundreds of years ago, Indian artists created visual images of dancing Shivas in a beautiful series of bronzes. In our time, physicists have used the most advanced technology to portray the patterns of the cosmic dance. The metaphor of the cosmic dance thus unifies ancient mythology, religious art, and modern physics. So right there out in the open for all to see is a direct correlation between the Hindu perception of Shiva hundreds of years ago, which is the concept of destroyer that I explained a moment ago, and our time, unifying, quote, ancient mythology, religious art, and modern physics.
Something is going on.
You think everything's a conspiracy?
Everything is.
Additionally, and perhaps even more important, there's a significant section of CERN that is built upon the St. Genus Poili, which is a commune in
deep.
Ain,
Let's
a
get
department
deeper.
of France. In Roman times, the St. Genus Poili was called Apaliacum, but the town and a temple were dedicated there in ancient times to Apollyon, the destroyer, the Shiva Horus, if you will. Apollyon is also the angel of the bottomless pit, referred to in Revelation 9:11. And then there is a connection between CERN and the Gothard Base Tunnel, the GBT, which is the world's deepest and longest tunnel system, consisting of two parallel passages, each moving in a single direction on a single track. The GBT passes directly beneath St. Gothard's Pass, a strategic north-south corridor that connects northern and southern Switzerland. The connection to the Large Hadron Collider has to be made primarily because of the bizarre opening ceremony that was live streamed to the entire world on June 1,
Bro, y'all seeing that?
2016 that included this highly occult, demonic dance with characterization, beginning with a call to unite the religions.
All right, bro. Listen. I wish I could pause these videos while they playing, but I can't because I'm watching them live with you on IG. And IG, yeah, they don't let you pause videos as far as I know. Maybe there's a way. If you know, comment below. Let me know. There was so much said right there, bro, but I promise you I'm not I'm not putting this in orders to like back up anything else that's been shown, bro. All I'm saying is we started off this video letting you know who we are. And then we just gave you information, dog. If you don't see the writing on the wall, no pun intended, bro, there's so much going on and so little at the same time. For you, the being that you are, this is nothing. I mean, you designed it anyway. But There was a anime that I've seen called Ragnarok. And it's basically, the concept is Ragnarok, right? If you don't know what Ragnarok is, it's basically the final war to decide the fate of humanity, right? Ragnarok, the anime, has gods from all religions going 1v1 against humanity's greatest warriors of all time, right? They have Shiva in there. And if you haven't seen it, I wouldn't say, hey, go watch the whole anime if you're not into animes. I would say just go look for this one episode, right? I'll try to tag it below which episode it is in the description. So it's on Netflix, just so you know. If you got Netflix, you can watch it for free. Just go to this one episode, or knowing that anime, it's probably like 2 episodes of this fight. And Shiva does the dance. The same dance he talking about. Now, they talking about that dance as a representation of the structure of molecules. Oh, man, bro. Why don't they have a picture or a representation of like an electron or something instead of the Shiva, bro? What? Dog, so many good questions. I don't even know if y'all gonna see this part, bro, because honestly, that seems like it's gonna be copyrighted like a mug. You know, YouTube and IG, they don't get along, bro. You can put something on IG, you can't put it on YouTube. But tell me what y'all think below, man. Is CERN a portal? A gateway? Do you think it's actually a Hadron Collider? Like all they doing is smashing molecules into other molecules, protons, electrons, I don't know what they are. Or do you think there's more to it? What do you think? I want to hear down below what you think, bro, because I think these conversations are so interesting. This thing is gigantic. And he's pointing out the placement of it is a specific placement. Well, if you just smashing particles into each other, why does it have to be such a specific location? Why does it have to be underground? There's probably answers for all of these questions I got, but will the answers be suffice? It's like people arguing over if the world is round or if it's flat. Nobody's really got great answers that just like cut it off. You know what I'm saying? It's what you think it is. Because like we said in the beginning, it's all mental. Appreciate y'all showing up for the video, man. If you made it this far, make sure you go down below, drop a like. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you can get more content like this on the regular, and YouTube can know they got to start spitting this to other people, man. Come on. Let's pump each other. But until the next time, I love you. Peace. New era.
I'm feeling quite bad, so take another token. Yeah, there's jokers all around.